So I know I've already done a couple of videos today, but I also wanted to do a video on my weird method for 3x3 because I'm slowly becoming sub 10 with it, and yeah, so while I say it's a method, it's freefop but not standard block building, so people don't really understand what it is. And the basic premise of it is get as much planned as you can. So this is for people who can't do inspection. And so for me it starts by building at least a third of the cross, but really you don't regard how many cross pieces you got in. So for this one, this is kind of bad to insert because it will break up this pair. But if I just do like R wide B2, I can get one. And then I'll have that pair, and I'll have that there. And since I'll be doing a D move, so yeah, I know I'll have this in the top at least. So I've got that, and I've got this. So those are the two pairs I'll know about, and then I just got this immediately afterwards, and then that. So that was a bit weird because you end up with this. Well, I don't know if you know the root method, but I can actually use that to my advantage. That's nice, and then I can just do ZBLL. Yeah, I should have probably explained how I recognise that, shouldn't I? If I can set it up, I will. Yeah, I can. Okay, so the way I recognise ZBLLs is using EP recognition, but not the actual EP. I take this and do two-sided on it, so I recognise for this one that it's clockwise U-perm with the opposites here, and the way you do it is just the inverse of a VLS followed by a VLS, and so I bring this up and use that to take the pair out, and then you just do this insert, which a lot of people know, like R2 prime, F, R, F prime, R, like that, and that will solve the ZBLL case. So that's nice. So that's the basic premise of my method. It's not efficient, it's not good, but it's works for my style because I can actually spam TPS, which my turning's fairly good, I think. So red is nice, and I can actually make it quite nice, yes. So if I do like a U prime first, I've got that there. And I don't want to insert this yet because I can just make a pair using one of my special inserts because I don't have anything down there. So I'll just like M prime F2, no M F2 M prime to insert that. And then I might as well finish the cross. If it's like that, why not just do the cross? That does even bring this and this out, so I'll just watch that as I do it. Leave me with that, and I got a float edge, which is a piece of crap really. So let's try and do some EO with it using the VLS I showed earlier. If you do the inverse of it, like I said, so at the beginning of that algorithm, it will just give you edges oriented, which is nice. And for this, I know that this is going to be preserved when I do my CLL. And so I can see that just do the U-perm from there, which is a nice algorithm. Oh, if you don't know that U-perm algorithm, I'd actually kind of recommend it. It's probably like the fastest algorithm for a clockwise U-perm, but it's from this angle, so with the opposite in the back, and you do M2, U wide, M2, no, M prime, U wide 2, M prime, U wide, so. And something I do sometimes is if I have it from here, I can just do it with M's instead of M primes, and it's just pretty much just as fast. Anyway, let's do something with this and this. So these two, and make sure we got at least one third one. So we got this and that, so let's just keep that because I can execute that pair fast and make this pair to bring out, which makes that into a nicer case. And then just finish off that pair, do root, and since it's in the slot I know what I'm going to have to do. And then you got, for ZBLO recognition on L, I just take this block, and it's an H-perm, so the ZBLO goes like that. So I used to use one that goes like this, but this one's actually regripless, so I can do it fairly fast. I mean, it's not that much faster, but I think I prefer it. Right, let's do blue. Actually, I can probably do a blue cross fairly simply, and I'll just have this as my first pair. So I'll have this, and then I'll do a UI to bring that over here, like that. And actually, I'll just do this, because why not? And this, simply enough. And then I'll do a D move, bring that there, so I can have this pair. Use YOLO, and G-perm, which I cocked up. Nice. Yeah, green. So what I want to do is put that over this corner over here. Oh, I know it won't matter with it. Yeah, it won't matter. It will matter. It won't matter if I put it there. So I'll do these two. So no, I want that there. I meant. And then what I can do to pair these up is just R2, U, and then R prime. Have this here. Looking ahead to this, which if I'd bring it out in such a way that it's like this, and I'll just sledgehammer and put it in there. And then if I do to insert this one, just that, and then insert the cross edge like that, and then do OLO. And normally but I mean I didn't get it like this, but I'll just show you like this. If I get the A-perm like this, I'll do a separate algorithm which looks like this, which is just a T-perm with our wide moves. It's fairly nice algorithm. I actually use it fairly often because if anything I just like the execution. It's not like it's fast, but the rotation slows me down a lot normally anyway. And so it's something stupid that won't work for everyone and sounds ridiculous, but I can use it. Anyway, I've kind of started making turns without talking. So what my plan is here, since I should probably talk about my game plan, is to use these two and then do D prime, and instead of inserting this immediately, do F prime, R2, U to bring that there, and then as I'm inserting this cross edge, I'll sort this one out, and then simply there's this. And this is a nasty pair, but I normally do like a sledgehammer to make the edge of the move insert. Now that's normally quite bad, but if I do this algorithm, which goes like this, then I'll get all my corners solved. And for ZBLO here, I realise I just do a soon and then do anti-soon like that. Did this scramble wrong, but should be correct. Okay, so what I want is these pairs. So there's not a great way to keep both of them, but I want to, which can be a problem. Because this is where this wants to be. And so the best thing I can imagine to do would be to put this one where that wants to be, and I'll show you why in a minute. So I guess just solve around that, and this isn't going to be incredibly efficient, but we're treating it as if I've got 2 pairs done now. And if you watch this, I can then swap them around smartly afterwards. So it's a very simple swap. It isn't a great tactic, but that's probably saved a few moves and allowed me to preserve 2 pairs just by adding a few moves at the end. Okay, so I've got this pair, and I could do the cross actually. If I do like that, F2, move this out of the way, so I keep the pair. Simple, and I've got this here, so I'm just going to watch this edge. And I see what it is, so normally for this F12 case, I just bring it out and do the pair like that. And then I see that immediately, so I'm just kind of looking around. I see that's there, but I see that this edge isn't oriented, so I know I've got to rotate. That's just fairly standard. Now, honestly, I'd probably just do OLL like that. And the reason for that is because I know that I've got, with this case, I know that I've got just 2 edges swapped, and I know I'm going to preserve EO, and I'm not going to have a look on the solve. So since it's just going to be these 2 swapped, I know that it can be a T-perm or an F-perm, both of which I can do fast. See. I started learning that ZBLL set once, and like that's why I stopped learning ZBLL. My goal was to learn all of ZBLL. Green's okay, but I'd probably just do a little 2-gen thing on white like that. It's just very simple, and if you can just get it done fast, then really it's barely part of your solve. So for me, I'd probably just pair these up and just do an R there to put them in, and I make sure I know that pair's there because it's not going to move exactly, is it? So, and as you can tell, it's still there. So we'll get rid of that case because it's crap, and then just lastly this. And then if I do OLL, I see I'm going to keep this bar, these headlights even. And then just a G-perm, which isn't that great. Anyway, that's the end of my solves. Bye.